Ben Shapiro debated Democrat Congressman Swalwell on a host of topics, and you could see the moment Swalwell regrets it. Take a look at the end half of this debate.
And how about cutting Social Security? Do you support that part of 2025?
I'm not sure what Project 2025's position on Social Security is. I'm in favor of the restructuring of Social Security along the lines of privatization and lowering and increasing the retirement age, because you, as well as every other congressperson, knows Social Security is going to go bankrupt, and yet everyone seems to have an interest in lying about it for the next decade and a half until we have to take austerity measures or radically increase inflation or taxes.
And bans against books about slavery. Do you support that part about?
Why would I possibly be in favor of bans about books about slavery? That would be absolutely ridiculous. What I am in favor of is the idea that school libraries should be able to make decisions along the lines of what exactly is appropriate for, say, a seventh grader and whether they ought to be treated to cartoons and genderqueer. That's not quite the same thing.
And just because we found some receipts, you did say, I think homosexual activity is a sin.
Yes, I'm a religious Jew,
sure
that's true.
There's a genetic component.
You found me out.
Orientation. But the view of all religious people I know has always been that sexual behavior is something that is up to you. And you said, I may have a desire to sleep with many women, but I do not.
I agree with me. Yes, that's true.
Congratulations on your, I'm sure it's very hard to restrain yourself. Mr. Chairman, I just want to shift to Alvin Bragg. He was supposed to be here this week, and he's not coming. And Hunter Biden was supposed to testify. Now he's not testifying. We were supposed to have votes on articles of impeachment, and we didn't. And again, we're just wondering, you guys write great press releases, but the payoff seems to never come. And
so this exchange is a case study for how progressives and conservatives interact nowadays. You hear a progressive, this is how it goes. A progressive throws an attack at a conservative, and it's a straw man. That's all Swalwell did in this. He went at Ben Shapiro and he said something that Ben Shapiro doesn't believe. And then it's like, as a conservative, you can't even argue because they just said something that you don't even believe or something that didn't even happen. And Project 2025 is a great example. This is kind of what Ben Shapiro was talking about in a lot of this debate. They come at you and they say, wow, like, look at all this stuff Trump is planning to do. And it's like, how do I even argue about that? What you just said to me is a lie. The premise of the question is wrong. Trump didn't plan Project 2025 or ever accept it. Again, that's just one example. In this case, they will say, old people, they're like, why do you believe that old people shouldn't have a retirement? It's like, when did I say that? That is a complete straw man. And then Ben Shapiro can come back with facts and logic and make Swalwell look completely stupid. And so, you look at the math, you can show that it's going to bankrupt the country, so it doesn't work. So it's not that you don't want old people to have retirement. It's that you've just completely changed my argument, and we have to do something about it. And as Ben Shapiro accurately points out, Swalwell doesn't actually want to fix the problem. They're not real people. They don't actually solve problems. They're just politicians. This guy wanted to debate Ben Shapiro for his highlight reel, which is crazy, by the way, because this is freaking Ben Shapiro we're talking about. Like, it's no secret. I agree with Ben Shapiro on a lot of things, but there are a few things that I disagree with him on, especially with foreign policy. And I would never debate him in front of Congress. Personally, I would love to debate him. It would be really fun. I think it would be awesome. But in front of Congress, as someone who, if I were ever trying to run for office, which, by the way, I'll never do, so don't clip that. Don't turn that on me. But I'm never going to run for Congress. But if I was, and I was in Congress, and I was needing to win an election, it would be the dumbest thing to debate Ben Shapiro and think you're going to get away with it. So it shows, he's literally one of the best political debaters of this century. There's no question. So it just shows that the whooping that this congressman got was equal to the pride that he tried to do. And let's just say, thank goodness that Ben Shapiro didn't let him get away with it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please go down below, comment, like, and subscribe, and watch another video.